Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Right Winging It, where common sense is still common and we don't do trigger warnings. You know the drill, folks. Same scam, different day. Rules for thee, not for me. It's the classic double standard we've all come to expect from the elite club with lifetime membership. When Democrats and their deep state buddies mishandle classified documents, spin up shady servers, or flat out compromise national security, we're told, oh no, we can't pursue that. The optics would look bad. It might seem like weaponization of justice. Funny how that excuse only ever protects the Democrats and their cronies, never the other way around. But guess what? With a new administration steering the ship, that gravy train just derailed. The days of uniparty privilege are circling the drain, and the first guy about to learn the hard way. None other than mustache-twirling swamp fossil John Bolton. Turns out Bolton might have been running his own little Hillary Clinton-style side hustle with a private email server. Hillary skated by thanks to James Comey and a rigged system, but I've got a hunch Johnny Boy isn't going to be so lucky. Investigators are saying Bolton used his back alley server to shuffle around classified national security info like it was spam mail. Not speculation, actual flagged evidence. And here's where it gets rich. Biden's DOJ allegedly sat on this case like a dog on a bone and did nothing, just swept it under the rug and whistled past the graveyard. Well, folks, looks like the elite immunity card might finally be maxed out. And if Kash Patel and the new guard keep pressing, John Bolton might be the first big example of what happens when you play stupid games and win stupid prizes.
We hope also you may get into the fact that the FBI believes that John Bolton should face charges over alleged email classified documents. Obviously,
in other news,
saw the raids at his home and his office. A senior FBI official on the raid, New York Post, we have this quote saying the Biden administration had probable cause to know that he had taken material that was detrimental to the national security of the United States. They made no effort to retrieve it. That was a friendly administration to Bolton. They kept bashing Trump the entire time for weaponizing law enforcement, and they, by politically stopping a righteous investigation, are the ones who weaponized law enforcement.
So let me get this straight. They're totally fine with an obvious national security risk. Sensitive classified info floating around in back channels, maybe even being sold off to whoever waved the biggest checkbook. And Joe Biden's DOJ, oh no, they didn't want you to know a thing about it. Why? Because half that material was probably being recycled into anti-Trump hit pieces, conveniently leaked to the media or handed to ghostwriters pumping out books. Which, by the way, is exactly what John Bolton did with his little tell-all tantrum. Here's why the president is a criminal. You can't make this stuff up. And just pause for a second to appreciate the hypocrisy here. The same swamp creatures who screamed that Donald Trump was the greatest national security threat in history are the ones ignoring actual mishandling of classified materials right under their noses. They raided Trump's home like it was a Tom Clancy novel on a case so flimsy it completely collapsed. Meanwhile, they had two real cases staring them in the face, John Bolton and Joe Biden, both caught with classified documents where they didn't belong. And what did the FBI do? They found a dozen excuses, slapped the label discretion on it, and called it a day.
Mr. Biden has not been prosecuted, correct?
That's correct.
And the rationale given by Mr. Herr is because he was a sympathetic, well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory, and he thought the jury would have sympathy towards Mr. Biden.
That was one of a long list of reasons that Mr. Herr gave for his decision.
Give me one more reason.
He found that, I don't want to get into a discussion about this, but I will say one of them was that the president was completely cooperative in this matter.
That's the reason, huh?
That's the reason? Really? Okay, sure. Never mind the mountain of evidence, including an actual audio recording of Joe Biden flat out admitting he had classified documents. But hey, rules don't apply when your name's Joe, right?
Are you aware, and this is breaking news right now, are you aware that there's an audio recording of Joe Biden saying to his ghostwriter in February of 2016, quote, "I just found all the classified stuff downstairs," end quote? Are you aware of that audio recording?
Again, I would just respectfully refer you to the special counsel.
No, I'm asking you, are you aware as director of the FBI? You're either aware or you're not.
I'm aware. Am I aware of what now?
Whether the audio exists of Joe Biden saying in February 2017, quote, "I just found all the classified stuff downstairs," end quote, to his ghostwriter.
Again, I'm just going to refer to the special counsel and his testimony and his report.
It sounds like you might be.
And special counsel Robert Herr actually admitted during testimony that they were aware that Joe Biden was willfully retaining documents as a private citizen.
My team and I conducted a thorough, independent investigation. We identified evidence that the president willfully retained classified materials after the end of his vice presidency when he was a private citizen. This evidence included an audio-recorded conversation during which Mr. Biden told his ghostwriter that he had, quote, just found all the classified stuff downstairs, end quote. When Mr. Biden said this, he was a private citizen speaking to his ghostwriter in his private rental home in Virginia.
And you know what? Since we're laying out receipts, let's not forget this gem. Federal authorities knew the Hunter Biden laptop was the real deal. They had the evidence, they knew it was legit. And what did they do? Stuffed it under the rug like yesterday's trash and hoped nobody would notice.
In our investigation, we knew that the laptop was real. DOJ knew that the laptop was real.
FBI knew the laptop was real.
Yes.
Based on the notes of this October 2020 meeting, the FBI and IRS, when did they know the laptop was real?
It was many months before October 2020. We were confirming certain aspects of it that it was real and legitimate as far back as late 2019.
Why was the Hunter Biden laptop reporting suppressed in October of 2020?
There was various reporting of people saying that it's potentially Russian disinformation. And one of those people is the current Secretary of State. His name was in a lot of the emails that were turned over to the House Ways and Means Committee that were.
So there you have it, folks. The pattern couldn't be clearer. Hillary Clinton runs America's secrets through her own private server, walks away untouched. Hunter Biden's laptop is full of shady deals and potential crimes, and the feds bury it like it never happened. Now, John Bolton's accused of pulling the same stunt, using a private server as his back channel. And what's the DOJ do? Crickets. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, the one guy they can't control, gets his home raided like he's a Bond villain. They floated stories about nuclear secrets, tried to hit him with the Espionage Act, and turned it into a spectacle before the midterms. All smoke, no fire. And when the case collapses, do they admit they were wrong? Of course not. They just roll on to the next Get Trump headline. It's the same playbook every time. If you're part of the swamp, you get a shield, leak, profit, push phony narratives on CNN, and the system covers for you. But if you challenge their power, suddenly every norm and law gets weaponized against you, all while they claim they're protecting democracy. So don't lecture me about weaponization. Don't cry about norms being violated. You cheered when the DOJ went after Trump's allies. You set this standard, and now you're stuck with it. If Bolton's really clean, fine, let the investigation prove it. But my gut says this deep state walrus is cooked, and that's why this matters. The double standard isn't just unfair, it's corrosive. It eats away at trust in every institution. People see it, they're fed up. If rules only apply one way, then we don't have justice, we have a rigged system. Anyway, that's what I've got for you today. If you made it this far, thank you. And if you're as sick of the hypocrisy as I am, hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for tuning in. God bless, and I'll catch you in the next video.